All right. Good morning. A little late today. Either I'm getting old and things are taking a lot longer to happen, or I don't know how to read the phone. Either way, it's a bad day. All right. Piton leading our list. What's not here? IVR NIO down 4%. Not too bad. Win Soxel RH pays Tesla. Sup, sir? It is a good day to be alive. I agree with you on that. Hello, sir, that I don't know how to pronounce your name. And I feel self-conscious about pronouncing names again. I'm not even sure I got sir right. Nor do I remember how Ellie told me how to pronounce your name. What was it? Mihail? Ah, see, I screwed it up. Morning, Mihail. I don't know. I don't know how to say things. Gonna end the stream a little bit early today, guys. About a half-hour stream or so. Peloton came down quite a bit yesterday. Actually, it was looking good. Came back, but I've seen this. I've seen this before, and I don't know. I'm not too turned off by it. There is a general curl forming here on Peloton. Hopefully, at some point, we'll get a nice move up. Um, IBD this morning told me that futures were down because of futures fall as new tariffs loom. I see the futures as flat. I hate IBD's headlines. Gotta say, I'm just not generally not happy with them. Just generally. Thanks, Mihail. I try to be respectful, but I'm not perfect. I used to call Ellie Eli. Of course, his name said Eli, and he kept telling me Ellie, but I couldn't remember it all the time. Then he changed his name spelling to Ellie, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Ellie. He wanted to be called Ellie. There you go, Ellie. All right, net. Net kind of popped down yesterday, popping right back up this morning. Volume okay. See, volume's a little bit lower than yesterday's volume, but still very high up off of the breakout point. So probably a decent little buyback opportunity yesterday. D-Dog extension came down a bunch yesterday towards the end of the day. We'll see how it goes here, but you can still see higher lows held up by the 10-day for the past several weeks. AMD, are you going to start trying to do something? Maybe. We'll see. It's got okay volume this morning. It's been all over the place lately, really stuck in a range. Until it breaks out of this 55, it's going to do what it's going to do. Not going to be much we can do about it. Netflix, pretty good. Fortinet. Fortinet, interesting here because we've popped out of this declining trend line here. Yeah, nice little sequence there for Fortinet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 20% base puts us in cup and handle territory. So Fortinet, kind of an interesting spot on the chart above the 10-day. And I'm not in my traditional style here. There we go. All right, so above the 10-day, and the 20-day is right there with it. There's the 20-day, there's the 10-day. There's something about these kind of intermediate consolidations that's had me interested about them. Let's go look at a few because there've been some really good ones. I'm actually not sure if Restoration Hardware had one. It didn't really. It had a small one right here, but nothing too major. Maybe I'll just click from the top down and see who had any intermediate. Here's a small one. You see the 20. I'm wondering I've just been a little curious if sometimes these intermediate consolidations, if there's some good signals you can draw on to, get you involved at a good moment in time. Here's some low volume, leads to a down move in slightly higher volume. Traditional bottoming candle right there, and that ends up being the low. I'm not sure if that suffices. D-Dog. D-Dog was pretty sideways here for a little bit. Moving averages, 10 goes flat. And 20 maintains but catches up. Net 3%. So, yeah, net went flat here. The 10-day went a little flat, and the 20-day also kind of caught up. You can see in the middle of these uptrends, the 10 and the 20 kind of play with each other a little bit. Fortinet, there's one that is in the middle of a consolidation. 10 goes a little flat, slightly downward though. Morning, Ellie. Zoom, there's a small consolidation. Kind of a small cup and handle, actually. Another one where the 20 and the 10 are flipped or touching momentarily. And DocuSign, really nothing in terms of pauses. Here's a small pause here. Actually, that may be considered a base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe. MongoDB. That AMD rally. That's as much as we've been getting lately out of AMD. And that one doesn't have. Actually, MongoDB actually is in one of those right now. 10, 20 is above the 10. JD.com, not a lot of pauses. Okta's in a pause right now. You got the 10 coming back, never really flattening out. AMD is up 1.2%. That's good. Regeneron, small consolidation, nothing too major. Twilio. Oh, that's AMD. No, that was Twilio. Twilio actually going pretty sideways here. The 10 kissing the 20. That's been a pretty good sign generally. And AMD looks like it's trying to get up a little bit. I mentioned 55, 55. That's its range right now, Ellie, in my opinion. Right about there, which is the past, two highs, right about 55, 55. So no use in getting excited for another 75 cents. All right, Netflix. Let's see here. Amazon had a great day yesterday. How did it end up? Yeah, pretty good. Amazon did really good yesterday. Nice extension day. Not quite a pocket pivot, but a good high volume day. Up quite a bit right there. 2781. Nice. Yeah, this 3K was my next target once we broke 2K here. Actually, look at my trend lines here. We have this one and that one, which both have been hit. Both have been hit there, but I didn't like the targets on those, I think. I don't remember. I have to go look, maybe. Atlassian, flattening out here. Yesterday came back down. The other day was pretty good. We're still holding up above that day right here. So that's kind of a healthy sign. Having a pocket pivot as well. 2 days ago, that's a good sign. Skyworks, AYX, Square. How's everybody Square doing? Just slowly moving into recent high. Oh, all-time highs. It is all-time highs for Square. That's good. So anyway, you can see there, things doing okay. IVR down 10 more percent. In a rush to get back down, IVR? What the hell? It's not very good. Win pays. What else is interesting down here? Um, what else is interesting? Yesterday we had the MJ stocks starting to rip, and they did not continue. They pulled all the way back down on some pretty elevated volume. Oh, that was in. Okay, there's a nice green candle. And then it just dies. It doesn't really sell off, it just dies a little bit. So hard to say that's the worst technical action I've seen. That's a big update right there. That one's not bad. Tesla down a little bit. Not much to see here. Tesla's been pretty tight lately, pretty nice. NASDAQ slightly positive. Can't argue too much. Gonna cut the stream short today, guys. Probably about another 15 minutes left or so. Net up 3% today, leading us. D-Dog, Peloton, all doing pretty good. All been up here the past several days. Go check out Global Watch List. Maybe we'll look at some long-term turnaround plays. ACB, they kind of started the rally. I don't know about started the rally, but they were. That MJ rally yesterday was pretty strong in ACB, and then it came back down. There's this big spike here too. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, so they complete secondary offering for 27 million. Upgraded to hold from sell. Wow. Guess they were looking for more runway. Hold from sell, price target raised. From Stifle, and I guess you're probably Stifle too. Yep, Stifle Nicholas. Aurora Cannabis to lay off workers, consolidate facilities. That's usually a good sign of healthy financials. That's called sarcasm. Close 5 facilities over 2 quarters as part of a cost-cutting push. Consolidation plan would add a positive earnings before EBITDA. Well, that's good. On track for positive EBITDA, and they will be capable of supporting significantly higher levels of revenue in the future without corresponding levels in growth in SG&A. SG&A, I believe, is basically like building new infrastructure. I forget what the term stands for. All right. You guys notice anything interesting out there, or other than Hertz, like Pelly's already mentioned? VMware. Oh, wow, look at them. Moving up today. Looks like a news event yesterday popped them up. Dell Explorer spin-off a 50 billion stake in VMware. How does that make the stock rise? Dell Explorer spin-off a 50 billion stake in VMware. So they're going to sell it? It's weighing spin-off of... That's weird. Possible spin-off. Oh, spin-off of VMware? Interesting. Okay. VMware with possibly the largest double bottom base in the world. Although I don't think it's actually a base. A little bit too deep for a base. TZA, ACB here, Regeneron, Fortinet. Not too much up today. Let's see what's down today. Riot Blockchain. Speaking of which, how's GBTC doing? I don't look at this as much as I probably should. Wow, interesting. This middle peak greatly exceeded this prior peak, which is not the case on the spot Bitcoin. So $12 here appears to be the level in the sand for BTC. Bolton said Trump wanted Mnuchin to go after Bitcoin for fraud. When he got the report, he's like, "Oh, there's no fraud on Bitcoin." Hmm. Okay. I should be going after Monero. Okay, whatever the hell that is. That's funny. Bitcoin surges past 10. Oh, that was 22 days ago. Never mind. See, big psychological numbers. They're even in the news. So yeah, today a little bit of a down move, down about 4 or 5%. Probably some arbitrage play you could do on Bitcoin and GBTC. That's probably decent if you could figure out the Bitcoin movements. Because again, this market's only open limited hours, so probably some opportunities there. Minus 0.21 for the Nasdaq. NIO, Casa, AMC down again. Looks like we're trying to exit this uptrend for sure. Back down at the 50-day moving average. So far, it doesn't appear to be in a big rush to pop back up. As a matter of fact, looks like we just had a large drop into the 50-day. UAL down another 5%. Actually popped up at the end of the yesterday counter to the rest of the market. That's interesting. Save, which I believe is Spirit Airlines. Yep. Underneath its support slash pivot point level here, about 32. Tripglog, Air Lease, Hexo. Man, a lot of stuff down here today. IAC. Looks like Nets dropped back down a little bit. AMD's back down to negative or flat with a quickness. Not a big fan of that. As the market pushes negative here. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. So I mentioned yesterday in the charts we saw that the Nasdaq was up about 19% above the 200-day moving average, which has not really been a good thing. Not really been a good thing for rallies. So Ellie cut a bunch, and I haven't really cut anything yet. What? Hmm. Man, these moving averages here are super tight at this stage of the game. AMD not looking too hot. That's all the green on my list right now. We've gone mostly firmly negative right now. NIO seems to be under some pressure. Some more distribution up here. We're starting to get slightly elevated distribution counts. Obviously, that's not a good thing. What the hell? I'm gonna have to go here. I can't. It's not letting me close. I was gonna get out of some of my AMD. Oh, Peloton's down here too. Oh, AMD's bounced. Well, at least I got some little bit of time here. I gotta call my broker. Something's up. I can't close my option. Oh, I can sell one, but I can't sell two. That's weird. I can sell partial. What other? Oh, they think this is correlated. Ew, that's why. Oh, that's weird. So I actually looks like I sold the AMD 75 call for 2021. They're going to want me to hold the equivalent positions of those in calls because I have over 3 calls in AMD. Okay, that's interesting. Hmm. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here in a minute anyways. Got to go do the lawn. Well, it's not 120 outside. It's getting outrageous. Getting pretty bad. Net, Tesla down here, Peloton down here. Ooh, Peloton taking it deep. That's not bueno. See if it turns around, but so far that's not super good there. Dang. Trying to murder on the spread here. All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna get started. You guys have a good day. I'll be back here tomorrow. Hopefully the market doesn't tank too bad. Although we'll see how it goes. All right, everyone, have a good day. I will see you tomorrow.